What's going on, people? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Tony Guns back at y'all again with another one. Today, first order of business is and always is building leaders and creating kings operation by building a national development over generations. Without further ado, we want to hop right into it. I want to welcome y'all back to the Black Ops Band Dog TV. Thanks for rocking with me thus far. Today, I want to get straight to the point though, bottom line up front. I want to give y'all 12 ways to get paid. That's right. We want to talk about 12 ways to get paid. Everybody want to be paid, so I'm going to give you 12 ways to get paid. Like how do you go about getting paid? And we ain't getting ready to slow this thing up. We get ready to push it forward. The first way, the first 4 ways to getting paid is patience. Patience. You got to develop patience. Everybody want to get quick. A get rich quick scheme to try to come up on. Everybody want an instant gratification. Nobody want to put in the work that it take to get you there. Nobody want to take that time, those necessary steps to get you there. Everybody want to cruise control or cruise right into it. It's a parable. If you want to go, it's an African parable. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, we go together. The plan is to go far. It's not about going fast. The plan is about going far. Whatever it is for us to get there, we need to do what we need to do. And let the time be what it is. The second is attitude. Yeah, attitude. You have to have the right attitude, the right mindset, the right attitude and mindset that I am unstoppable. Nothing can stop me from doing what it is I need to do. Nothing will stop me from getting where I need to be. Nothing will come in my way. Nothing comes before the mission. That has to be your attitude. Determine that attitude and I guarantee you'll find your means to the ends. And you'll make ends meet. But then the second part, or the third rather, is intelligence. Yeah. I don't care who you are, or what you do. There is not a way for you to truly get paid if there isn't a level of intelligence. Now, I know some of y'all may think about sports and, things of that nature. What level of intelligence do they have to have in sports? Well, I beg to differ. That takes genius for those guys to move and maneuver for hours, sustained hours, and have to make quick first minute answers. First and second minute choices based on what they see in front of them. Seconds to make these different choices. Second to make these different moves. You have to do that on a genius level. And then to be able to do that over a sustained period of time, that takes a level, that takes intelligence. So it takes intelligence for us to get paid, but it also takes intelligence for us to stay paid. So intelligence. And then bigger than that, the other thing that it requires is discipline. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Being disciplined, disciplining yourself enough to, those things that you wish, those goals, those dreams, those ambitions, that you do whatever it is that you need to do in order for you to get there. Meaning, if it takes for you to put things to the side, if it takes for you to sacrifice, if it takes for you to get up early, if it takes for you to go to sleep earlier, if it takes for you to not sleep at all, if it takes for you to go without seeing or doing or feeling certain people in and out of your lives, you got to do what you got to do. If it takes for you to deprive yourself of something, you have to be disciplined. And the biggest thing is be honest with yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Be intentional with yourself. And that's one of the ways of getting paid. That's 4 ways of getting paid. Now pay close attention. Paid, patience, attitude, intelligence, and discipline. Paid, patience, attitude, intelligence, and discipline. I just said something. That's how you get paid. That's how you get paid. Y'all like that, right? Yeah, because y'all thought I was just ready to sit up here and talk about some money. We talking about how to get to the money, the things that it takes. Patience, attitude, intelligence, and discipline. Yeah, I just said something, But moving forward, what else do it take? I said I had 12. That was only 4, Tony. So what else you got for me? Purpose. Yeah, oftentimes you hear me say, find your purpose. As if purpose is something that's eluding us, or purpose is something that is hiding from us. No, it's not about finding purpose. So let me reinstate that. It's not about finding purpose. It's about defining purpose. You get what I'm saying? It ain't about you finding purpose. It's about you defining purpose. You give yourself purpose. Purpose ain't hiding from you. It's not running from you. You look within yourself and figure out what it is that you need. What gets you up in the morning? What drives you forward? That's purpose. And it ain't hiding from you. You don't find it. You develop it. You manufacture it. And you work on it. And you grind it out. That's purpose. That's how you get paid. That's the first way you get paid. Then the second is adventure. Yeah. You gotta embark on endeavor. You gotta embark on an endeavor. You gotta embark on an adventure. You gotta take yourself from those four corners that you're used to, those 6 or 7 friends that you're used to, those comfortable situations that you're used to, and take it on a journey. Take yourself on a journey to get to a destination. Get out of what you're used to. You can't get used to being what you used to be. So you gotta go on that adventure in order to change who you are. I just said something. And then one other thing. When I say get away from your friend, you don't got to just cut people off altogether. Sometimes you might have to. Bigger than that, you got to be fine with being, and that brings me to my third one on this portion. Independence. Find your way to independence. Stop looking for everybody to validate you. Stop looking for everybody to give you poise. Stop looking for everybody to give you cause. Stop looking for everybody to make you better. And look within you. Something innate, something intrinsic, something that is independent of the rest of the world. Be okay with that quiet time. Be okay with that sense of me. That sense of I have to do for me. Independent. But then, the fourth portion of that is dependable. Yeah. You find a way to be independent, but dependable. Find a way to be dependable. People can truly count on you in those times where things get hard, in those times when things get rough, on those times when things are easy and they need somebody just to be there with them. On those times when things are smooth and they just need somebody to be there with them. On those times when things are easier, because more often than not, those are the times that those individuals are going to need you even more. Why? Because those easy times, those soft times, that's what creates soft men. Those easy times and those smooth times when there's no pressure at all. That's what creates soft men. So be that individual, be that voice that can stay hard on them. Be that voice that can stay hard on them. Be that individual, that voice of reason. Be somebody that somebody can depend on. Be somebody that is of utility. Dependable. That's how you get paid. That's 4 more I just gave y'all. Purpose, adventure, independent, and dependable. God damn. I just said something. That's how you get paid, ain't it? Purpose, adventure, independent, and dependable. Get paid. Get purpose. Get adventure. Get independent. Get dependable. That's how you get paid. But then let's move forward. One thing that I said in one of the first segment, I'm moving on to the next 4. One thing I said in the first is discipline. Nothing would suggest discipline more than somebody with a good physique. So the second part is physical. Get physical. When you are physically fit, I'm talking about when you really physically fit, when you jacked up a little bit, regardless, because you're gonna have folk out here, that feel like they made a level of success, but they still fat, sloppy, and out of shape and things of that nature, but they feel like they made a level of success. You might make some money. But it's things you lacking. It's things you lacking. You're not really happy, so you utilize other. You try to use other ploys, other tactics to show face or to save face to make it seem as if you're happy, but it's deep down inside. You lack the discipline. So what that means is, oftentimes, more often than not, you can't truly inspire anybody. They might see some of those shiny things that you throw in front of them, and oftentimes those shiny things that you throw in front of them is to mask the insecurities that you truly have. I just said something. Oftentimes those shiny things that these individuals throw in front of you is really to mask the insecurities that they truly have, the things that they truly feel about themselves that they just feel ain't right. Physically fit, getting physical will give you a true discipline. It shows true discipline. It suggests that this individual, he's He or she is serious about their diet. He or she is serious about their physical attributes. He or she is truly dedicated to building that up, to building his temple or her temple up. So physical. The next is coincides directly with that, and that's just getting active. Getting active. Get up, get out there, and go get it. Not just physically. I'm talking in terms of fitness, not just physically fit. I'm talking about in everything that we claim that we want to do, that discipline that we say that we need, you got to get active. You got to actively pursue these things. You can't just sit around and do the research and then ask or allow other people to move mountains and move and maneuver for you on your behalf. No, you got to get active. You got to get out there. You got to get your hands dirty. You got to break a sweat. Blood, sweat, and tears is what you got to bring to that table. Blood, sweat, and tears because you'll be better for it. Get active. But then secondly is you got to get intentional. You got to get very intentional. You got to move with intent. You got to move with that absolute intention of knowing I want to get here. This is what it's going to take for me to get there. This is who I need to have in my corner to get me there. This is who I need to remove from that corner. And this is where, when, and how I plan to get there. Be deliberate and intentional. And that's how you get paid. And lastly, number 12, you got to be demanding. You got to be demanding. When you step out there on that showroom floor, you got to demand a certain presence. You got to command a certain attention. You walk with that aggression. So it demands a certain response. You have to demand your position. When you go to that job and you're working and you want something more from that job, you have to demand that. But you get active first. You show them why I'm demanding what I demand. You show them why I'm worth what I'm demanding. You show them why I want what I want from the work that I put in. And then you go in that conference. You go in that meeting with a set layout of what it took for me to get to this point, what it's going to take for me moving forward, where I want to go within this company or organization. And this is what I demand for it. Say you don't work for nobody, you work for yourself. You gotta want more for yourself. You gotta demand more from yourself. Demand more from yourself. It's always going to be boardrooms that you got to go in front of. It's always going to be people that you got to go in front of, because without people, you can't do it alone. Without people, you can only expect to go but so far. I just said something earlier when I said to you, you want to go fast, go alone, but you want to go far, we go together. You need folk around you, but you got to demand a certain respect from those individuals. Demanding don't mean you just barking orders. That doesn't mean what it means to demand. Demanding means you giving you walk with a certain audacity about yourself. And you allow people to see and understand that you're not going to be handled. You can't handle me. You can't handle me. I demand a certain level of respect. And with that being said, we're going to leave it at that. Those are 12 ways to get you paid. The first way paid is patience, attitude, intelligence, and discipline. That gets you paid. That's paid. The second one is purpose, adventure, independence, and dependable. That's paid. Then lastly, you got physical, active, intentional, and demanding. That's paid. That's paid. And from there, then you get to the papers. From there, then you get to the papers. From there, you get to the papers. But those 12 things are the things that you need in order to truly succeed. Those things are the things that you need in order to truly succeed. And again, this ain't just for y'all. This for me. These are things that I tell myself on a regular basis. These are things that I put up on my wall. These are sticky notes that I put up in order for me to constantly read, in order to hold myself accountable. In order for me to hold myself accountable. In order for me to see exactly what it is I want from this. In order for me to carve out and demand a certain life and command a certain lifestyle. Do man shit. Live strong or die weak. Ain't no pressure. Black Ops Bandog TV. Building leaders and creating kings operation by building national development over generations. And remember, let that dog out.